if somebody had a bad experience and they want to come out of it so that they can lead a better life, is there a way or a strategy to do so?
Absolutely. How to reconnect your body with your desires.
Yeah.
Because when you go through something like that, it's not just the pain and the hurt, it's the anger that you feel. And your body becomes your worst enemy.
And that suppressed anger.
Yeah, the suppressed anger कि मेरे साथ ये क्यों हुआ, मैंने ये क्यों होने दिया, because at some point you're blaming yourself. And your body becomes literally your worst enemy, because the body that's supposed to keep you safe, house you, give you your arousal is now making you feel petrified, because कोई पास भी आ जाए, you feel like your space is being invaded and you're frightened again. You feel under attack. So it is very difficult to overcome this. So I wrote this book under the guidance of somebody called Dr. Anvita Madan Behel, who's a psychosexual therapist, relational therapist. And this chapter, I asked her to write the whole thing because I was like, it's trauma. It's an important subject. I want it to be in your name. I think one of the things that she said, and I thought that was really good, is that you first have to get your body used to touch again.
Oh, simple touch.
Simple touch. Even by going for a massage. Even by just putting perfume on yourself.
Okay.
Even by just sitting under your quilt, under your duvet, by yourself, let's say with nothing on, and just touching your own body, because the quilt is like a protective thing for you. So that is really, really important, to get your body used to touch. There's another chapter in there on BDSM and how this lady who helped with that chapter, she says that she uses BDSM rituals to help people overcome trauma. It's basically where there are some practices that involve what feel like some aggressive rituals. And a lot of people use that or think of it as just wild sex, कि हम किसी को पकड़ के ऐसे करेंगे. इसमें ना बहुत सारे rules or rituals हैं. So she says that there is something that a lot of people like to practice called consensual non-consent, where the fantasy is that you want somebody to almost attack you. So simulate, not actually attack you, but what excites you is that kind of roughness.
Okay.
But in this, the ritual is done in a very, very consensual way to say that we will do this. So between two people who love each other and who you feel completely safe with each other. So there's nothing unknown or violent over there. It's all preset.
It's safe.
Then you set up what you're going to do. So that, like, okay, first we're going to do this. So, I'm going to approach you like this. And then you literally stop after that to see what kind of emotions that brought up. You learn how to deal with them very, very slowly. Then the next step would be, okay, now they've gripped you, they've pinned you down, and you can't get away. So it helps you to understand. And then you stop again, because this is not about actually attacking you. This is about helping you. So you then stop to understand कि क्या emotions आए, किस तरह का डर उठा, कैसे तुमने react किया. Your brain gets paralyzed. You kind of try to fight yourself out of it. So both these chapters, I think, are really useful. And I think the most important thing that we've said in this, the chapter on trauma, is that a lot of people say that they want to go back to how they used to feel before it happened. That's safety.
Okay.
You never go back to how it was before. There has been a change.
Okay.
This has happened. So you never go back to that.
The same.
You can't erase that. So the idea is to learn how to live with it going forward.
Okay.
But yes, there are definitely exercises that have been suggested.
So accepting it and then getting over it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this clip, and I'm sure that you're going to enjoy the entire conversation even more. Link of full podcast is in the description below.